Mexico, officially the United Mexican States, is a country between the US and Central America. It has a total area of 1.9 million square kilometers. Mexico City is its capital and largest city. Spanish is one of its recognized regional languages. Its official currency is peso. Mexico is bordered by United States, Guatemala, and Belize. It also shares the maritime borders with Cuba and Honduras. The word Mexico is a derivative of Mexica. What today is Mexico City was the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. Mexico was the site of several advanced Amerindian civilizations, including the Olmec, Toltec, Zamotec, Maya, and Aztec. The Mayans and Aztecs resided in Mexico some 13,000 years ago. The Aztecs sacrificed about 250,000 people, or about 1% of their population, each year. They did this to please their gods. The sacrifices were usually slaves or prisoners. During the pre-Columbian era, highly developed Indian cultures populated the region. Between 1846 and 1848, Mexico fought a war with the US and eventually lost it. As an after effect of war, the Mexico lost half of its territory to the US. The war is known as the Mexican-American War, the Mexican War, the Mexican War, or the US-Mexico War. Mexico was under Spanish rule for more than 3 centuries between the 1500 and 1821. Maria de Jesus Patricio is the first indigenous Mexican woman to contest for president of Mexico. The country has not had an indigenous president for 150 years, and no woman has held the highest office. A tower containing more than 650 human skulls of men, women, and children were unearthed in Mexico City in 2017. Archaeologists are doing more excavation, and it is potentially possible that many more skulls would be found in the near future. As of 2015, indigenous people make up 21.5% of Mexico's population. Damiana is a wild shrub that grows in Mexico, was historically used mostly to include sexual desire. Mexico is the hardest working country in the world, with an average citizen of Mexico working 2,246 hours a year, or 43.2 hours a week. Other countries that make to the top 5 in the category include Costa Rica, South Korea, Greece, and Chile. The list was compiled by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, El Angel. The Angel of Independence Monument is located in Mexico City. The monument was built in 1900 and it is 150 feet tall. The structure symbolizes victory and independence for Mexican people. 8 out of 52 US states exist on the land that used to belong to Mexico. Mexico, Canada, and United States are the members of the North America Free Trade Agreement, which entered into force on 1 January 1994. The agreement aimed at establishing a trilateral trade bloc in North America. Tourism is a major contributor to Mexico's economy. Tourists from various countries, including the US, flock the country to taste Mexico's cultural diversity and natural environment at relatively low prices. After Brazil and Argentina, Mexico is the third largest country in Latin America and the fifth largest in the Americas. Tequila, a distilled beverage made from the blue agave plant, is native to a town, Tequila, located in the state of Mexico. According to a source, the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Mexico is the world's third largest pyramid. Prior to 1822, Mexico, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and California were all Spanish colonies. According to a source, Mexico has the world's largest population of Spanish speakers at 121 million in 2015. The US stands second on the list with 52 million, ahead of Colombia and Spain. There are 34 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Mexico. Mexico and the United States of America has one of the longest borders in the world, ranking at the 9th spot on the list, with countries sharing the longest borders. The length of the border between Canada, USA, 8,893 km, Russia, Kazakhstan, 7,644 km, Argentina, Chile, 6,691 km, Mongolia and China, 4,630 km, India, Bangladesh, 4,142 km, Russia, China, 4,179 km, Russia, Mongolia, 3,452 km, Brazil, Bolivia, 3,400 23 km, USA Mexico 3155 km, and China India 2659 km. Interestingly, Canada is the world's largest country that borders only one country. Mexico City has the largest taxi cab fleet in the world. They have over 100,000 taxis running every day. Surprisingly, there is only one gun shop in Mexico where people can buy guns legally. The majority of the guns in Mexico are smuggled in from USA. In 2016, there were 5.6 million Mexican nationals living in the US without authorization, half of the unauthorized immigrant population in 2016.